get it started.
Jack is also guard number 1, 2, and 3, and he's also a writer.
Yeah.
So he's a very valuable member of the dev team.
Thank you, Yark.
You're welcome.
So, obviously, we're keen to get all of your questions in. So if you please type your questions into the community Q&A chat, which is just a speech bubble alongside where it says the staging call for community Q&A. But whilst you guys are getting your questions prepped and ready, I do want to just first of all thank you all for the response you guys have given us on update 8.0 and also 8.1. The impression that we're getting from it is super positive. You all seem to be very excited by this update. There's been a lot of content creators that have reached out as well and got involved in this update off their own back. I might add as well. And they all seem to be really happy with how the direction is going. But this is your opportunity to ask the questions that matter to you the most. Give us an opportunity to get Yarek's feedback and see if we can mold the game going forwards to help us deliver the product that the community wants. So we'll start off with Tonis, who's asked a question. It says, will campaign and character exclusive weapons and weapon variants be added into the multiplayer progression in future? For example, the SLR, PT22, etc. Chase's rifle, just to name a few. These aren't available to be used currently.
So I would maybe answer with a question. Do you think it's worth it, like guys who are on the call, to do things like this, to add these to the progression system? Or do you think it's better to keep them exclusive for the special characters? Because then the special characters can have special weapons and boss has different weapons. What do you think? Because I think they would maybe make sense to be added. But maybe I would like to find some slightly different one than just the progression system. But I think the plan is that we will be expanding the stuff which is being available in the progression system. I absolutely want to encourage you to start suggesting some weapon variations or some ideas. What do you think should be part of the progression system, the items that we are giving to players?
Yeah, from my personal perspective, I think it's worthwhile. I think these guns obviously are quite key. I think they're obviously legendary style weapons. That in my opinion, I think this should be something that's super expensive, but I think it'd be really good to be able to run with those guns. So okay, Lord Vader said more guns are always welcome. So yes, please do that. We've got a question from Dark Medja, who says, any plans for a sequel once you've finished updating the game?
Big question. Good question.
So you mean like you are suggesting that we'll start working on a sequel in the 10 years from now?
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. I think it's probably safe to say that there's no Crime Boss 2 necessarily on the plans, but that's not to say that it won't ever happen. It's just let's sort Crime Boss 1 into a position that we're all happy with, and why would we not just continue with this one?
I can share a secret if you want.
Is it safe?
Yeah, I think it's safe. I just want to say that the whole IGS team is working on Crime Boss. No one is working on anything else right now. So we are all working on this game, supporting it, adding stuff. And we'll see. If you keep liking the game, and if you will have also some people buying the game, then I think we can carry on supporting it.
Tonis says more guns would be very nice, as there are a lot of weapons that either have only their base variant and one variant.
Yes, I have noticed that as well. Actually, as you can see on the menus when you are looking at the progression system, the menu is created with many variants. So like these ones with like one variant or two variants are the menu looks pretty lame. So I hope we'll fill it up soon. But I don't know, like the progression system. It was a lot of work, and we were not really sure how it will end up. I'm very glad that the first initial feedback is positive. I'm very happy, and now we will be working on adding more stuff, tweaking it, balancing it, and making it better.
Love Edit says, can we also suggest some suitable guns or attachments as well?
Yes, so actually, I have some suggestion, like internally for our community management team, and I would like to reshuffle the Discord server a little bit so we have some more structure in the suggestion section, because I would like to have like channels for suggesting things related to the weapons.
Multiplayer or the single player or the everything like that.
Yes, because right now we have only just one suggestion channel, and there is like just a constant stream of ideas, and it's really hard to go through it. So I think it would be good to have some separation there, and then I think it would be great if we have some kind of discussions and maybe even polls about weapons, new weapons, because people can say, yeah, let's do I don't know, a crossbow. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll do this. But someone say, it's a very stupid thing. Let's do something else. I don't know. Rocket launcher, for example. Sure. So we can be talking about these things, and maybe we can kind of collaborate on these things.
Definitely. With regards to your Discord reshuffle, absolutely. We can definitely do that. No problem.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait a little bit after we have this update 8 behind us, and then we can talk about these things.
Perfect. All right. Well, we've got quite a fair few more questions, so I'll start with Necro Grinder. Any plans on improving the teammates' AI in the single-player campaign? They tend to not look for cover during combat and not securing loot sometimes, just holding the bag, standing around the escape vehicle. They also struggle with verticality.
Yes, that's a good question. I think we keep improving the AI teammates every update. Every update we fix some problems. We add a little bit of new functionality. I think you have maybe noticed that now they can react to commands. You can tag things with your middle mouse button or the D-pad up on a controller. And yes, they are not perfect still. The things you are mentioning, Necro Grinder, these are problematic. But yeah, we are slowly but surely making them a little bit better and better every time we do an update. If you remember how the AIs were, the allies a year ago, I think we've made quite a good progress there, and we are not stopping.
Perfect. Sprint asks, are there any plans for expansions, free or paid? Loved the Gold Cup dialogue.
So, Jack, the dialogue thing, it's
thank
praise
you.
for you.
I felt that. Appreciate it.
And your colleagues. So,
yes.
Thank you very much for that. So, actually, looking at the old roadmap, which is the only roadmap that is available publicly, I can see 2 paid expansions and some free updates. But as you know, we already said that the 99 Problems expansion is moving slightly, but it's going to appear sooner than you may guess. And it's gonna be awesome. And we are working on more updates, and in each updates we also try to add some small, medium heists as well. So I think we have plans for expansions, free and paid, and there is even more in our plans. But let's not just jump too far into the future because let's stay on the ground. We still need to recover from update 8 right now, and I think we will try to keep the momentum. So that's about the answer. And thanks
Perfect.
about the praise for the dialogues. We
Yes,
really enjoy that. That you
Great
like
stuff.
them.
We're starting to get loads of questions in now, which is great. Keep
Mhm.
them coming, please. So Richmond says, "Hi guys, living the game. I've been playing since launch. I took a little break from it while I waited for update 8, and will start playing again this weekend. Just a quick question about the achievements on Xbox. I'm around halfway through the unlocking the unique characters achievement, and was just wondering if this achievement is now reset or has it changed since update 8. Thank you, and keep up the great work."
So this is a very simple answer. The achievements are not touched. So it should work in the same way as it used to.
Perfect. Tonis asks, having the skills say numerical or percentage values would be nice, as saying something like slightly increased or considerably may confuse the player.
Yes, that's a good point. There used to be a discussion on the server about this a few weeks ago or month maybe. But as I maybe answered there, we are still tweaking these values, and also we are not really happy to overwhelm some players with some numbers. So I think that's why specialized fun pages are coming into play, such as the one from RTKZ, which should definitely reveal the numerical values. Like in fact, in the future we can even make it visible in the game. But the amount of UI work that we have in update 6, 7, and 8 was just massive. So I'm very sorry that we haven't done more. But the amount of work the guys here have done with the menus is just phenomenal. So I would like to thank them, and we'll see how it goes in the future. Thank you.
Right. Dark Medja says, "Will there be more Will there be more unique police units like a riot shield, shotgunner, a heavy unit with minigun, or FBI agents?"
I'm not able to comment on that. No comment. No comment. Don't ask this question. This is off limit, right?
Correct. Yes, I was very scared you was going to say something then, and I'm very glad you didn't. Moving
So
swiftly on.
just a small note. As you have noticed, we are adding new AI archetypes from here and there, and we'll continue to do so here and there. So let's see what the future will bring us.
Yes. Right. Grinder says, "Will there be a Steam release, crossplay support for multiplayer, keyboard and mouse support for console?" We can't say anything about point 1, point 2 crossplay support.
I think I can say that our programmers are looking into possibilities. Again, we were quite busy with update 7, 8, so the focus was elsewhere, but we totally understand that crossplay between platforms would be very nice because since our community is not very big, it would be nice for players to be able to play together even if they are not on the same system. So it's a priority for us, but I cannot promise anything in the near future, definitely, because it's quite a lot of work on the programming side, and it's also quite a lot of work on the bureaucracy point of view. As you know, these corporations holding the platforms are a little bit cautious about their stuff, so we will see how it goes.
And Bocce says, will consoles be getting any graphics/performance options?
I was under impressions that we have graphics and performance options even on consoles. If you go in the main menu to the options, and then you can select, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think it's there. Maybe are we talking about some super low detail mode that the console users can turn on to have even better performance than they have got? I don't know. Would it help? I don't know.
And Tonis asks, could some settings be added to reduce head bob and camera motion in general? I know a couple of people who find it hard to play for long periods of time because they get motion sick. An option to turn off the tinnitus effect for accessibility would also be nice.
I have seen these requests on the server for quite some time. To be honest, there was absolutely no time to do anything like this in these updates that we've been working on. But are we going to increase the accessibility of the game by including options like this? I would say why not. Question is when and how exactly it will work. But yeah, I think we like yes, I think we can do something like this because it's relatively easy. But it was not our priority for now.
It'd be really nice if it came. I'm going to answer Decker's question real quick. We couldn't comment on one, even if there was one confirmed. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to talk about stuff like that publicly.
Platform policies. Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately. But keep an eye out. If there is one coming up, it will be communicated. Grinder says console players have reported more stutters since the last update due to performance mode having high resolution. Will this be addressed? I mean, personally, this is the first I've seen of this.
Yes, I have not heard about this. So yes, we can have our programmers look into it. Yeah, sure.
It'd be good if you could also let us know of the platforms, which console, and also if it's like Xbox, for example. Is it both versions, X
Yeah, right.
and
We
S?
have we have Xbox, PlayStation.
Yeah,
Xbox,
yeah.
have
Just
two
help us
versions.
to reproduce any steps. Is it particular maps, that kind of stuff? Arosa says, loving the update so far, but need to play more. I think the rest is more. What are numbers we should expect for VRAM consumption at different resolutions / presets? I know so my handheld at 800p high, that VRAM ticks the 8 gig sometimes. No problem for me, but folks running 1080p, 1440p, 2160 at cinematic may show much larger numbers. I guess that would need to go to the to the individual developers that work on that kind of stuff and get a more technical answer.
In fact, we are working on some more optimizations. So I think it will improve possibilities for options and settings in the future. But yeah, we want you guys to be able to play the game on your computers and systems.
Yeah. Lodvade points out that there is an option between graphics performance on consoles, but maybe it needs some extra tuning, stuff like dynamic resolution or locked 1080p to keep the target frame rate. Grind asks, are there any possibility for boss fights? We never directly engage against the rival leaders, only their captains.
So, like, you would like to fight Dollar Dragon directly or Yellow? This is what you are asking?
Yeah, I think he means at the end of Turf War battles when you take over a boss's last turf.
Like killing some of the boss directly, like with your gun? Interesting.
You should know that in war, bosses never actually fight each other. They get their minions to do it for them.
The cannon fodder. They put the cannon fodder up front.
Yeah, exactly.
But but wouldn't it be cool if then Baker comes in and, deals with the boss himself?
Would be cool.
will be cool.
I think as long as
yes.
they don't actually kill each other and just sort of like, I'm wounded, you can have this turf, but I'll be back, kind of thing, you know?
No, but in the Tier 4, on the end, you make the other bosses disappear, right? So why
I
not kill
guess.
them?
So. Well, yeah, fair.
Um,
So Yarrick
well,
said
you
it's
know,
coming.
well, I think my colleagues will kill me because I'm promising everything. But I think out of our priorities, medium and big heists, I think they are. We need more. I think we need also more variations of the turf wars, like the attacks and defenses. Some more stuff. I think that would be cool as well. I would love to see these bosses, but it's yeah, it's a nice idea. But I would place them on the third place behind these heists and turf wars.
And we would have to get Danny Trejo and Rob Van Winkle and the likes all back in studio, and that's they're pretty busy individuals, I would say.
Yes, but you know, Dragon can be just cursing, and we have enough of him cursing.
Oh, we got a lot of Trejo cursing for sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. Max Damage asks, is there any chance of changing unique characters' loadouts? Ranger's MG or Jupiter's shotgun, for example?
Actually, I was expecting this question to happen today, and my answer is that I would really like to tune these loadouts in a way that they create like kind of special challenge. And we have looked at the some analytics, and I can say that Jupiter is the most played character, even if she is equipped just with a baseball bat. I
Is that
guess
right?
it I, I guess it may have to do something with her ability of carrying 3 bags, which is quite important ability, given the fact that the main goal of the heist is to carry bags with loot. So we obviously need to balance these things out, and I think the same what I've said about the weapons applies here for the characters. I would like to create a new channel within the suggestion section where we'll like together discuss about characters and their loadouts and perks and abilities. Because I would my goal is to create nice unique characters with like distinctive abilities and loadouts and like play styles. And then what we are already offering is the boss character, where you can customize what you can do with this boss. So you put weapons and perks and everything. You've probably noticed that not all the unique character skins are available as of now, but this is going to change in the future very soon. We just not included them because then you would only be getting boss character skins if they are just these, because the amount of other things, there was not so many things. So we've decided to hold some of these skins for next updates, but they are coming. So you'll be able to do your ranger with whatever machine gun you like, and so also with Jupiter. So that's plan. And there are also these character missions. As you know, especially Ranger Jupiter, they have one, or they actually have 5. And there is a plan that you will unlock a special version of that character after you complete all the missions. So it's not there yet, but we are working on it. And so you will have like a very battle-hardened ranger after you finish the story missions, and you will have also very skilled Jupiter version. So that's the plan, and I think this will solve the situation that you have with these characters max damage.
Perfect. Tonis asks, could we in the future see some more grandiose loot that we steal? Currently, all heists end with us bagging loot and securing it. Dragon's Dog is the only exception to this rule.
That'd be another good suggestion chat to add to the Discord.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know, it occurred to me earlier, I was thinking, what about like an art gallery or something like that where you can steal like priceless art? That'd be pretty cool.
Well, I
Or
think
we could sneak into the IGS studio, right, and
Ooh.
steal Jack's computer or something.
Then you have stolen the worst one in the office.
but it's good for text, right, Jack?
It's great. It's great for messaging. Sure, I can answer emails and
and write a script.
and write a script. Yes.
But in regards to a variety of loot, how do you feel, Yarrick?
I feel very good about it. But let's, we need to do some baby steps in the way how we improve and expand our game. And if I may choose, I would choose heists first, and then if we are very fully supplied with many heists, then we can also support some kind of exhibition of stuff that we have stolen. We have already the assets in the single player, which is nice, but it's not exposed that nicely. So there is a lot of rooms to improvement but yeah, I think we just need to it will just need some time. Like, really, believe me, this progression system was a big task, and as I mentioned on the stream already, like the team already hates me, especially the UI people. So you need to understand that although we have some grandiose UI ideas, they could have not been realized recently, and I think it will take some time before we bug fix all the problems that we have made with the progression system UI and others. So it will take some time.
Maybe we could take some inspiration from the greatest heist movie ever made and steal the Declaration of Independence.
What? I thought it's Heat, right?
No, it's National Treasure. Nick Cage, man. It's number
National
one.
Treasure, Nick Cage. Oh my god!
Maybe we
I
should
thought
bring Nick Cage to the game.
it's made by Disney, right?
Yeah. The good old
Okay.
Walt.
Yeah. Sure.
Anyway, moving on to other questions and back on track. Lord Vader says that a boss fight with Chuck Norris sounds like an awesome idea. I agree. I think that'd be fantastic. And Flavio says more heist locations and maps in general? Question mark. Can you reuse some of the maps from individual character storylines? Practice scenarios come to mind pretty quickly.
Hey guys, I think it stops being funny. You are basically stealing ideas from our design meetings, and now you are suggesting in the chat. So then, in the future, we'll come up with the updates, and you will say, yeah, this is what I've suggested. So,
Wait, no, it works in our favor though, Yarrick, because it shows that we're listening to the community.
yeah, that's
You've
true.
designed it first. It's a
So
benefit.
Oh yes, we are listening to you guys. I think it's a fantastic idea to add more boss fights, such as against Chuck Norris, such as against Hielo and Dollar Dragon. And I think it's a great idea to add more heist locations and maps in general. I think we can sign up. We can sign this idea. I think that's great. And you know what? Maybe we can remake these awesome character story missions into multiplayer heists, for example, because I think it will be great, right? How about that?
Yep. Agreed. I think it'd be good. I'm very happy to hear that big and medium heists are considered a priority, and we really need more big/medium heists, as those are what people mostly play, and currently it's a handful.
Yes, so actually I've seen some good feedback from few individuals on our, let's say, small compound mission that we've added into the update 8. So this some kind of mid heist that you like and enjoy, or would you like to see something a little bit more elaborate and beautiful? Because as I have mentioned, our director really hides the industrial levels because he would like to see some Art Deco kind of new beautiful architecture style of things, which is awesome, but it also takes a lot of time to create. So yeah, what do you think? Compound reactions? Do you like it?
Jack hates it because he's got a big fat head and triggers the alarms.
Oh my! I knew you'd bring it up on this call, dude. I just knew it.
So for context, me and Jack played a bit of Crime Boss earlier today because we are gamers as well, and we'd stealthed everything. I did all the work, and Jack, with his big head, triggered the laser and got us caught. Well, I mean, we still got out, but it was effort.
It was not my fault, and I'll take a clip of it and send it into the Discord so everyone can see that it was not my fault.
Yeah, sure, okay.
It may have been
I do
my
actually
fault.
have a
I don't know.
question for the. I have a question for the community actually. You guys may remember for the first anniversary, we did a community event where Jack and I were on stream, and we had you guys come join us and play some games and spin the wheel and do that kind of stuff. First of all, did you enjoy it? Second of all, would you like to see more of it? We are planning to do more of them already anyway, but I just kind of want to get a vibe check with you guys and see where you sit in it. Well, Decker wants to see more. That's a good start. We like that.
It's good stuff because then me and Lynx, we don't need to show up on streams and we can actually focus on some other things.
That works for me. I can do that.
Cool.
I definitely enjoy it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty good way to just to play with all of the other fans of the game.
Yeah, I think it's especially when we had those little challenges in there. When we had the key giveaway stuff, and Flavio noticed I got down and decided instead of picking me up, he was going to shoot my body.
I have an idea. We can let you play with some of the unique heisters, like with this fixed loadout, so people can choose Stinger, for example, with his nail bed and secondary sort of shotgun. Could be good.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm up for that. I'm always up for a laugh. I think we can make some really good content out of this. Any more questions, chat, whilst we're here? If not, I think we'll end up calling this to a close very soon. But whilst you guys have an opportunity to post any questions, huge thank you to everybody who has already submitted questions. And again, huge thank you to everybody who's provided feedback already. It's really made a massive difference to us. And it's good to see that all the hard work that the IGS team in particular have done has really made a dramatic impression on the community. It makes my life easier as community manager. And I think you guys will enjoy it more and more as we do this.
I've actually one thing I would like to talk about, a thing that I have promised a few days on the Discord channel, and it's a little bit of explanation about the boss levels. So I have some data in front of me, and I would like to clarify that the tweaking that we have briefly mentioned in our communication is actually a removal of 20 boss levels. So I think the previous value was 150, and now we have 130 boss levels. The reason why it happened is because we have removed some of the cards because there was too many of them and they were too powerful. Namely, police investigation speed. The last 4 cars were removed, We have also reduced the amount of cards for the campaign start money, the one Casey got. So the last 3 cards were removed. We have also reduced the number of cards regarding Captain Touchdown's perks. It was reduced to just, I think, 5 or 4. So some 4 were removed. We have also removed the Nasara's card for max size of the army. And there were some reduction of the start army for Nasara because the values were just too high, and then you end up conquering the whole city in just 3 days or 2, whatever. And then Baker Boss Perks card were also reduced. 5 have been removed because now Baker starts either with no perks or 1 perk, 2 perk, or 3 perks. So that's why they changed. So this is clarification. People have asked what happened to their boss level because they were some number, and then they, after the update date, they have lower number. So it's because some of the cards have been removed, and I think they will stay removed because it was just putting the single player into disbalanced position.
We've got a few more questions that have come in. So Flavio's asked, what do you plan to do with the perk customization? As is, individual boss is rather strong with level 1 perks.
As is, individual boss is rather strong with level 1 perks. Is it strong? Isn't it like, because right now the actual boss unique characters have stronger perks because they have tier 2 and tier 3 perks.
We're just reading a little bit more. It's saying, yes, but I'm talking about the boss himself because you can stack speed/reload on the move, and that's pretty much what you need already.
So the plan for update 8 was to just create the basic foundation for customization of the boss character. We are aware of the like possible problems, especially like combining some perks together. We actually
Jack,
just giving the
we lost you for a second.
Lost you
there,
just
Yark.
for a second there, Yark.
yeah, sorry.
You may want to start again. Sorry.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yep.
Can hear you fine.
So we had some discussions design-wise, and we just decided that we just need to do it, perks, because at some point there was also a discussion that we will postpone it. And we will see how it goes. That was also the reason why we only allowed the tier 1 perks, because we just wanted to see how you guys will react, how you will play with it. And basically the idea is that we'll be adding higher tiers of these perks. We also would like to add some new perks, new special abilities, but we definitely need to work on it with a little bit more, because we just don't want to break the game. So there is this is one of the areas, like, for me, the main areas for improvement right now is adding more content like Heist, and then adding more perks, abilities, and equipment, so we can actually have more variety in the way how you can play the game, how you can set up your characters, and so on. Obviously, this also comes with new weapons and new AI archetypes, but these are mainly the areas that we would like to expand on, aside from some quality of life improvements, some bug fixes, and tweaks on the UI and so on. So this is kind of direction that I would like to take in upcoming months.
Tonis asks, was Rangers campaign Yarrick trying to secretly make a new Viet Cong game?
No.
All right.
No, and yes, a little bit, but this story is a little bit more difficult to answer because we will revisit the character missions a little bit, and we'll do some improvement. And we love Viet Cong, but this is Crime Boss, so this is Crime Boss. It's not Viet Cong.
This is Crime Boss.
Yes.
Deck has a question. Honestly, the only question I could think of is if some of the metagame stuff from single player can be put into multiplayer, like for example, buying businesses or something like that. Sorry if that sounds dumb. It doesn't sound dumb, Decker. I think that's a cracking idea. Yarrick?
So, buying businesses, do we have it in single player? Like, I know that we have designed it, but it never made it into the game, so I guess it's not there. I think it would be good to have it in single player. It would be great to have it in multiplayer, but I think the list of more important stuff is so long that honestly, I don't think that we'll be buying businesses anytime soon. Maybe in Crime Boss 2 or 3, I don't know, which means in 12 years.
2 or 3?
2 or
Oh,
3,
weird.
yeah, that's what a twist.
We went from earlier this conversation to, we're not sure what Crime
I
Boss 2
don't
is
know,
going to be a
yeah.
thing because we've got so many updates to bring out too. Suddenly
No,
there's 2 other
I
iterations
said
of it.
in 10 years, right?
Well, you
After we
see, I mean,
finish
still.
supporting this game. No, guys, this is like this is just territory that we have no idea what the future will bring. We don't know. We don't know.
Flower has an interesting question for you. So, kind of just got home, but I have a genuine question on what you guys feel about the modding community slowly developing interest in possibly creating custom content for Crime Boss, text replacements, model replacements, etc. I know it's a legal grey area most of the time, so I'm wondering if it's ever been discussed by you guys internally.
So I will answer with saying that me and Lynx, we are coming from Bohemia Interactive, which is a company which is basically based on building games based on modding, supporting modding. So we are pretty much embedded in the idea of that users should be able to mod the content. That said, Crime Boss doesn't support that as of now. Like, nicely, you can probably hack in and do stuff. But it would be nice to have some support for modding. But honestly, update 8, super important stuff to do. Progression system. We did onboarding in update 7. You guys mentioned crossplay, which I think is important as well. So I think these things have much higher priority than modding support. Although modding support, I think it would be great because I would love you guys to have tools to be able to expand the game and give it to some twists and turns. But for right now, there is no modding support, and no one is working on a modding support as of now.
Well, I think that also answers your question, Tonis. So I won't read yours out. But currently, that does lead us to the end. So we've got maybe time for a couple more if anybody does have any more to ask. But if you don't have any to ask, then we could probably come to a close. I'm just going to read Flower's comment real quick. It says, that's very fair. As you said, people are going to brute force a way to mod the game anyway, but it'd be nice to at least be kept in mind for an update in the future. Which, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Richmond says, question may have been asked in the past, but will there be skin variations of the unique characters? As in maybe younger versions of Ranger or Young Dragon, maybe?
I cannot comment on that. And when can you see, there is Arosa is writing something about single player balance and heat.
Yep. Single player balance is really nice now, especially heat mechanics. Do you do one more mission at the risk of immediately being swarmed by SWAT, or call it a day?
Oh, that's actually a comment, not a question.
I
Yeah.
skipped over it for that reason.
But yes, this is the intention. This is the intention. Thank you for getting it right. Or
yeah. Cool. Well, I think we could probably wrap that up there. But thank you everybody who provided some questions and input, and anybody who's passed on any feedback. That's really made a massive difference to us. This has been a huge week for us, especially with with the update 8 and update 8.1. And that doesn't mean for a second that now update 8's out, we're going to leave it there. No, the ball is still very much rolling. Keep continuing passing us feedback, and I will keep passing this on to the IGS team, obviously, especially Yarrick. And Yarrick, go on.
Ben, I would correct you. It was massive 3 months for IGS because this is when we were working on this update. So thank you everyone at the IGS side. Thank you for your enthusiasm and hard work to make this happen. And I also would like to thank you for our publishing partners for doing support for releasing it this week. And also thank you, our fans and players, for believing in us and playing our game. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.